This is Tuesday, the 20th of October, and recording this at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Time here in the U.S. Taking a look at our heat maps here, I'm going to be focusing this morning on the euro versus the British pound. And as we start on the left side of the map, you can see that our weekly trend is still very bullish here. We have had some pullback in the euro reflected in these bearish check marks over here on the left. Our middle panel shows that kind of mixed on our 3-day, 4-hour trend, and our intraday right now is fairly bullish. Looking at the euro overall and compared to the British pound, you can see the British pound showing a little bit of weakness here this morning, and on our 3-day, pretty weak as well. So let's go ahead and drill down into this pair and see what we find. I mentioned this pair probably a week or so ago. You can see on the probably a week ago, you can see here on the daily chart we have price still above the Kumo, the daily Kumo over here, and we have a daily Coppock curve that has moved below the line, so we can see that this might be a new low, Coppock curve low. If we look at the last time the daily Coppock curve was below the line, it was back in here. And so if we find support in this area as the Kumo rises in support, we would have a new Coppock curve marker in this price area here, and we would have a higher low. So that's one of the ideas about a trend, of course, is that we want to have higher highs up here in this area, but we also want to have higher lows. So we have a higher low beginning to form, as you can see. If we turn over here to the right panel, you can see the 4-hour Coppock curve has crossed back up. We had a little attempt here to do that. We have not moved above the zero line up in here yet. But what you do see is if we draw a Fibonacci sequence from this high up in here down to this recent low just above the daily Kumo, then we have a 23% fib line that shows up right here on our 4-hour chart, and you can see where price is just moving just above that 23% fib line now. So we have an area of support that's forming on this pair. What we do not have a Coppock curve on the daily chart crossing up and moving over its exponential moving average here, that yellow line, nor do we have so far a 4-hour Coppock curve moving above the zero line. If that combination occurs, daily Coppock curve crossover its EMA plus the 4-hour Coppock curve moving above the trigger line of zero, then that would cause this pair to continue to move higher. It would reflect the fact, of course, that price has already moved higher. So right now I'm looking at this as being an area of support. It's a little bit tentative. Our Chiku span in the purple line over here is still above the historical price curve. So there's several good reasons why this might be the turning point for this pair and for the euro to continue higher against the British pound. So it's tentative at this point. More confirmation would be received once we get that Coppock curve crossovers that I just alluded to. Hope you have a good day of trading.